In this video, I'm going to talk about how to protect yourself when you are legitimately acquiring a property through rent-to-own. And I want to debunk a myth that rent-to-own is a scam. There's a lot of people that post videos or blogs and say that you should never get into a rent-to-own, and that's just simply not true. People that say that haven't considered the situations of individuals and have a limited view of how to leverage this strategy to an advantage. Hi, I am Jordan Quinn, a real estate investment specialist here in Las Vegas, Nevada, and I want to talk to you about why some people will say that acquiring real estate through a rent-to-home ownership option is a scam and what you need to know. Now, it is true that there are some people who do rent-to-owns and they are scammers, but it does not make the concept of rent-to-own a scam. And let me talk you through exactly why this topic even comes up. One of the reasons people say that rent-to-own is a scam is because there are sellers that will do a rent-to-home option with the intent to never sell you the home. Or they will do a few other dodgy things, but there are steps that you can do to make sure that this doesn't happen. So watch this video to the end for an overview of what you can do, and then I'll cover that more specifically in another video. So make sure that you have a look at other videos in this series, and if you like what you see, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and then hit that bell icon. But one of the first ways people that are unscrupulous sellers do is they try to take advantage by not applying a portion of the buyer's monthly payments toward the purchase of the home. So this is one of the biggest things that you need to be careful about when you're negotiating a rent-to-home option. You want to make sure that the money that you are putting down for an option payment and a portion of your monthly rent payment gets credited toward the purchase of your home. And if you aren't familiar with how this works, be sure to watch my video about the rent-to-own fundamentals. The second reason some people call it a scam, and I'm saving the biggest one for last, so stick around to watch the whole video, but the second reason is that some people will actually sell the property out from under the buyer, or they'll just stop making their payments altogether. This can happen with an unscrupulous seller, but there are things you can do to protect yourself. So for example, here are 3 simple things that you can do. And the first is to add into your contract a memorandum of option. And it could be called something different in your state, but basically what it is, it's a memorandum that is attached to the title of the property. And it encumbers the property with a lien so that you have to be notified and involved if they try to sell that property from under you. The second thing you can do is you can have that property put into a trust. And then lastly, you can make arrangements to make your rent payment directly with the mortgage company, ensuring that your payment is being applied to the loan. Now, the third reason that people often say that rent-to-home is a scam is because many times people don't ever end up buying the property. And that really isn't the problem. Sometimes situations changes and it doesn't suit the buyer to purchase the property. But what is the issue is that unscrupulous sellers are using this type of sales contract to get higher than market rents, collect the option payment with the goal of never actually selling the property. So what they're doing is they're accepting buyers that probably won't ever qualify for the loan, especially in the time period specified by the own agreement, by the rent-to-own agreement. So what they are doing is accepting buyers that probably won't ever qualify for a loan in the time period stipulated by the rent-to-own agreement. So they are cycling through the rent contract, taking buyers who just won't have the income or the credit to support the loan when the contract comes due. This is terribly unethical. The whole point of getting into a rent-to-own is so that you can have a home, not that you can provide a dodgy seller with a higher than market rate rental return with no benefit to you as the buyer. Rent-to-own is an alternative to get into homeownership for those buyers that cannot get into homeownership through traditional means, or maybe they just need time or they want to get straight into homeownership, and it has a mutual benefit for both the buyer and the seller. So how do you protect yourself? You do your research, you find a great agent that knows how to structure this type of arrangement, and you seek professional legal advice. Have a look at my next video, which is all about the 3 biggest mistakes buyers make when getting into a rent-to-own ownership. And if you want more information about this program to see if it can work for you, click on the link below or reach out and have a conversation with me. Once again, I am Jordan Quinn of Jordan Quinn Real Estate. Thank you for watching this video all the way to the end. And as always, I am wishing you the gift of a most wonderful life.